So the first thing I do is pull in all of the clips that I've recorded throughout the day into the app. I usually record in 3 to 10 second intervals. I try to keep them shorter, but I don't always remember. I record a lot of intervals, so I try to choose the ones that I remember, that I really like, because I know what kind of story I want to tell. So after I do that, um, I go ahead and click the little green check mark and start looking through my clips. And it's easy to go through and trim. You just double tap and then you can slide it with your finger to make it shorter. I like to keep my clips about 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds long. And I always look at them to see how they look. I go in and just clip by clip, squeeze them down just to see, just so I can get the part of the story that I really want to share. Like this one, I knew that I just needed me starting to write. I didn't need the whole thing. Next, Barnes and Noble. I knew that I wanted some of it, me walking towards the store, because that is part of the story. But I knew I didn't need all of this. So I know it's time to, cut some of that out. And then the question becomes, how much of the store do I want in there? Or is that even, does it need to be part of the story? So moving on, so I decided just to squeeze it in a little bit more. I'm looking at my time to see how much time that I have, and I noticed that still got a lot of time, but I think I've got it. I think that's okay. Next, I know I want to show myself reading because, I went to the bookstore. I got a book. Got to show myself reading it. So I squeeze it down because I know the next clip I pulled in, I actually had the book open too. And then I know we're playing Uno, and I wanted to capture, those summer evenings on the porch, little family time. I had also pulled in this clip, but I think I'm going to move that clip. And I don't think I need me talking in the clip. I think the last clip I want is for us to be playing Uno. I go ahead, I notice how long it is, and so I go ahead and add my transition in because I know the transition shortened the video. So then I'm looking at my time and I still need to get it down to 15 seconds. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? The next thing I'm going to do is go over here to time, speed, and speed it up just a little bit. That helps take down some of the time and fit more of the story into our 15 seconds. So let me see. How does that look? Still a little bit too long, so I think I'm going to try to squeeze some of it back down, see how much of it I can squeeze down and still have the story. Good. And go back. See how much of this I can squeeze down, speed up a little bit. Just a little bit. Because you don't want it too jerky or too fast. And then I'm looking, I'm like, what else can I cut? Because it's still too long. This is what I do every evening. Let me see. That's long enough. Do I really need Barnes and Noble right now? That is the question. So I'm just going to up the speed to this frame a little bit too. And squeeze a little bit more of that in, just a little bit. Take some off the top. It's a constant tweaking just so I can get it right within that 15 seconds. Constant tweaking. So it's a choice between, am I still telling the story and am I getting it in the 15 seconds? So I've got us playing cards, which is really what I need. Playing around with this because I don't know if it really all needs to be in there. Like I said, I don't think the Barnes & Noble is going to stay. keep coming back to it. Yep, take it out. So that leaves me. But then you can, if you make a mistake, you can undo it by just hitting the little back arrow button, just to see. But I really think it needs to come out because I can't figure out how to make it all work. I think just me going to the store will be enough. You don't have to see the inside of it. Yeah, so that looks about, maybe speed it up just a tad bit more. Let's see what we got. And it looks like I just need to take away like one little couple of seconds, maybe. Somewhere in there. Take it off the front. Let me see. Take a little speed up. See how that does. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to take the volume out because it's kind of loud. Take the volume down. Now I've looked at it. Now it's time for my favorite part, which is to add some music. So let's find our music. Now, sometimes I go in my iTunes. You know that it comes with music that I rarely use, but my iTunes also. Sometimes I use a song from there, but tonight I know that I'm going to use a song that I get from Epidemic Sound. Is royalty-free music, so I usually get that. So I am going to go over here to music, imported music. Let's see which one I like. And now that I know that this is the song that I like, I'm going to go ahead and hit use. And then it becomes a point. I always put fade out at the end so that the song doesn't cut off. But I know where I want it to start. And so you can scrub a song. Not scrub. You can edit your music to your song. So I know that this one, the song doesn't start until like around 8 seconds. So I am going to, because beforehand they're just doing a little bit of things. So I'm going to go back here and play, see how that sounds, and see how it looks over the actual video. See how it looks put together and see if I like how that looks. So that's real easy. So now I'll just go up here and save it. And you just leave it open until it saves. And then export it. And usually from here, I just go ahead and upload it to Instagram.